my college experience, part 5, ladies and gentlemen. 5. You feel me? Senior year. Another year living in a freshman dorm. You know, this time Barlow, you know, with my boy Z, the who I grew up with. Now I gotta double down on my academics. Now by this time, so many friends who we started off with from freshman year, they was just gone. Some people dropped out, some people failed out, some people stopped coming. And by this time, I'm not even associated with the talent development program anymore, because I've been trying for years for them to, everyone who was part of the program got a grant for school. But because I wasn't a citizen or permanent resident, I never got that grant. So by this time, I'm like, so if I ain't getting the money, what the fuck am I meeting with you every week for? What the fuck is the point of that? Even though their job was to help us maintain, you know, college life and make sure we was taking the right classes and on the right track to graduate, I'm like, yo, if I ain't getting the money, fuck y'all niggas. I ain't coming here no more. So I stopped going by then. So I really wasn't going there too strong sophomore year. But by junior year, Jake, when Jake came up there, I would bring him up there and actually end up getting him some money. They wouldn't get, like, this nigga ain't even in the program. Y'all found some money for him. I can't get nothing because I'm not a citizen or a permanent resident. Like, the only reason I went back junior year is because just to help out Jake. So after that, I was like, fuck that shit. I couldn't believe they found money for him and they couldn't get no money for me. And I was like, yo, I'm going down there right now. How they gonna give you money? They not gonna give me no money. I actually went through the summer program. I did everything I needed to do. And this nigga's like, nah. He thought it was gonna mess up his loan, you know. But anyway, he's at Rick at this point. So this year is just more about buckling down, taking care of my classes. By this time, I'm doing way better in school. I'm getting like 3.3s, 3.2, 3.0. I'm killing it in school. So now that Jake's at Rick, this year, there was a bunch of different Rick parties. And now Jake's over there. We would go over there, hang out, go to the parties, and chill out. You know, we had a good run, but eventually, it was too many damn fights. Unfortunately, my people, when we get together, it's always seemed to be some type of fucking fight, or shooting, or stabbing, or whatever. We had some nice runs. I still remember it was this girl with the red hair. Man, she had this red hair. She looked so damn good, man. I went to try to grab her. And she came to kind of dance with me. The funny thing, I kind of like reached over Jake's. Like I reached like he was standing right next to me. So I'm reaching over him, grabbed the girl. And she somehow ended up with this nigga dancing. I was like, what the fuck? This nigga stole my fucking dance. Yeah, that was the night. I probably danced with a couple other chicks, but I was heated off that shit. I was like, I bring her to come dance with me, and then this bitch ass nigga go steal my dance. We had a lot of fun times over there. You know, Jake started meeting people at Rick, started hanging out with them. And it was this one girl, I don't want to throw a name out there, another fucking Brazilian girl. I don't know how the fuck this nigga keep meeting all these Brazilian chicks. He ended up becoming cool with her. Her and a friend, and remember, he became cool with her and then introduced me to her. We hung on a couple times. And she ended up hitting me up one time that she was coming up to URI to one of the parties. So I'm like, yeah, you know, she came up with a friend, and we get in there, we get in my room. My roommate, my boy, I think he had bounced for the party already. So we're pre-gaming. They needed to go to like CVS or some shit to buy makeup, but I don't know what the fuck they was buying. So that ended up wasting a lot of time. But when we get back to the dorm, I'm drinking. We in there going crazy. We going shot for shot. I was already drunk by the time they got there, which was a big mistake because by the time we started drinking together, I started really getting out of it. At some point in the night, I'm like, so we're in the room, her friend looking good, she looking good. I try to get me a menage a trois, man. I'm like, man, fuck it. I'm going for mine, man. Like, you got one YOLO, nigga. Fucking YOLO. And that damn show didn't work out. They looking at me like, what? You must be drunk right now. You must be out of your damn mind. Her friend looked like she was down, though. Her friend was kind of just like, she was feeling me. I remember I pulled her on my lap. We took a couple pictures together. She looked like she was down. I actually wanted to kick the other girl out of there because, you know, she was fucking the whole vibe up. You know what it is when one girl is down and then her friend is just like, nope. She just fuck up the whole vibe of everything. It was one of them situations. And I'm like, man, if I could only just kick her out of here, I'd be all set with this chick. And she had the fattest ass. My goodness, she was crazy. Didn't end up going down. At this point, I'm so fucking drunk, I can't even function. I'm like, yeah, there's no way I'm going to this party. And they're like, we came here to go to the party, so if you ain't going to this party, we're leaving. I was like, yeah, I'm fucked up. I can't go. My head was spinning. I was like, fuck, I should have never took that. It's always a point when you're drinking where you know I'm drunk as fuck right now. I should not drink this last cup. Just stop right now, and I'm going to be good. And I drank the last cup. And that last cup, had my fucking head spin. And I was like, yeah, there's no way in hell I'm going to that party, embarrassing myself. You know what I'm saying? Can't even walk. Fuck around, throw up in the club like a lot of my other friends do. So I just decided I was gonna stay back, and them two girls just walked out of there. I was hoping it was gonna come back afterwards, but that didn't fucking happen. So that's my failed menage story. It was just a failure, man. One girl was down, other girl was hating. Who knows? Maybe had I not been as drunk, we would have went to the party, danced, got a little drunk, came back to the room, maybe got some weed, smoked up. Situation would have been a little different, but drank too much and fucked the whole night up. Then woke up in the morning. Will fucking throw up all over myself. I threw up in my sleep. I used to do that shit a lot back then. I actually did that on my fucking college graduation night. Matter of fact, the night before my college graduation, got a little drunk, woke up, and throw up. But it is what it is. But that was just, man. Her friend, she wasn't really that cute, but her body was crazy. And if it only was not for this damn Brazilian girl, I would have got some pussy that night. What else happened senior year? I did get some pussy senior year. I actually got some pussy junior year too, but that was like a train. You know, my boy kind of put together this train. I told the story in my other video, Fear Rejection. Was it Fear Rejection? I think so. But anyway, quick little recap. So my boy used to sell drugs in the hood. You know, one of these chicks, you know, so one of his customers, her and her friend, they was in like a motel room. They wanted a little, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. They wanted a little taste or whatever of drugs. Crack. This is the first time I ever seen a bitch smoke crack in front of my face, and I was just like, what the fuck? Before that, I seen some motherfucker, he snorted some coke, and that shit fucked me up. I was like, yo, what the fuck? But actually seeing somebody smoke, she had the fucking glass crack shit, and she smoked it, and I'm smelling it. I was like, oh, I put my shirt to my nose. I didn't want that shit to come near me. The funny thing about it was, my other boy, he sold crack as well, and I don't think he ever seen somebody smoke the crack. He just seen him buy it. And he was like, oh shit, this bitch really just smoked that shit right in front of us. That shit was crazy. Both of them smoked it, and then one of them went in the bathroom to do whatever the fuck she was doing. And the three of us first my boy took her into the bathroom, and my other boy took her into the bathroom. And then her other friend started hogging the bathroom. My other two friends, I gave them the keys to my car, they went. It was like, you don't take too long. And I lost my virginity to a fucking crackhead in a motel in Fall River. Or was it it was either Fall River or New Bedford. One of them. I don't remember. Off an exit. You know one of the motels. As soon as you get off the exit, the motel right there. Some shit like that. So that's how I lost my virginity. You know, that's fucking crazy as hell. Never seen her again, and I hope I never do. I still remember her perfume. That shit make me sick. Another chick, I smelled it on another chick, and I actually want to forget that shit. But that was my fucking virginity, so I don't think I'll ever forget that stupid ass shit. But it was what it was. I had to get that note off. I still remember just pumping it. I'm just like, oh shit, I'm in some pussy. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, fast forward back to senior year. I met this other chick who my boys went to the club right that night. I didn't go. I stayed at home. They hit me up. You know, my mom was out of town or something like that. They hit me up. I was like, yo, I got the crib. So they brought the chicks over there. They took the different chicks into different rooms. And it was me and my boy and one of the girls, and he was just acting thirsty as hell. And she wasn't pretty at all. So I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with this nigga? And he started making the girl uncomfortable how thirsty he was acting. So he started making me look good by comparison. And with girls, if you look better to her than another guy who's just acting real creepy, it makes you look real good. So I ended up just sliding in there, getting the aim, hitting her up. Probably a couple days later, went to the dorm room. I was on that 151, straight to the head. Probably had some Coke to go along with it. Not the Coke like the other bitch, but Coca-Cola. Went to a room, and that shit went down, you know. So that was the first time I actually bagged a girl and fucked her because of me and not because of something my boy set up or something the Coke set up. That was my first time fucking a college chick. Seen her the next day. Didn't say a word to her. And I would like to apologize for that because that was wrong. But it just started smelling a little fishy. So once I started smelling that little fishy smell, I was out of there. I was like, nah, bro. I ain't even speaking to you no more after this. And the funny thing is, I ended up calling her, I want to say, probably like a couple days or weeks after that. Like a fucking idiot. Got horny again. I'm like, damn. I got shot down by a whole bunch of different chicks. And I'm like, man, you know what? Even though her shit smelled a little crazy, I probably should have kept rocking with her. So I called her, and she actually responded. And I was talking, I was like, yeah, so what up? Come through. And she's just looking at me like, you must be out your fucking mind. After the way you treated me last time, the fuck out of here. And she just stopped responding. But the fact that she even responded a little bit kind of told me that if I would have played it the right way, I probably could have slid back up in there. But I'm happy I didn't. know how to play because yeah, I don't know what the fuck I was thinking. I just was just a horny kid, and I'm like, yo, how do I was just trying to get some pussy, man. So I was acting thirsty in that moment, and she got her chance to play me. Can't say I didn't deserve it, but you live and you learn. Oh, also in the freshman dorm that I was living in, there was these girls across the hall. I still have them on Facebook. I still see them, still say happy birthday and all that. They actually ended up moving. I think they live in California or some shit. Yeah, but there was these white girls across the hall. You know, one of them had like a roommate. She was doing the same shit that I was doing. She was a stowaway. Wasn't supposed to be living there either. So it was supposed to be 3 of them. With her there, it was like 4 of them. They used to sleep in the same bed together and all that. Both of them was cute as hell. Then they had 2 other roommates. You know, they was cool, but you know, not as pretty as the other 2. And then me and my boy, we used to go up in there, and also my cousin Elton. We would all hang out, and we would go up in there and try to talk to him, chill out, hang out. I ended up getting one of them's number. You know, there was a white girl and there was like a black girl. I think she was black. I don't know what the fuck she was. Me, I was so young and insecure at the time. I got her phone number. I seen her all the time because she was across the hall, but just never. I'm like, all right, so where am I gonna take her? Like, am I gonna take her out? Am I gonna take her to the fucking dining hall? Like, what the? You know, I'm so insecure and shy. I'm just like, damn. I don't know where I'm gonna take her. Like me, I always been a perfectionist. I always want to do the absolute best. I just didn't think I could provide it for her, so I ended up not calling her. Again, even though I seen her all the time, she lived only across the hall. She ended up not liking me. She ended up just getting, you know, I guess she kind of felt like I was toying with her emotions. You know, you start talking to a girl, they get a little excited. They're like, okay, who knows where this may go? Is he going to be my boyfriend? Is we going to end up just being sex buddies? And because I was so shy and insecure at the time, that shit never went nowhere. So I remember seeing her in the club one night, say a couple years later, and I tried to like hug her. She just like pushed me away. Yeah, she wasn't feeling me at all. Again, I'm gonna say it again. You live and you learn. I didn't learn nothing about women till years later. Everything I wanted, I could have had. You know, just being young. It's funny thinking about these stories nowadays because it's like, wow, I was so fucking stupid. Like, she gave me a number. Like, all I had to do was, yo, come through, hang out, let's watch a movie. You know, this before the whole Netflix and chill. But we in college, we could have downloaded one of the movies off one of them sites and just been chilling in there watching the fucking movie, chilling out. Not only that, they would do shit that let me know they wanted, you know, me and my boy to fuck them. I remember she told my boy how she cheated on her boyfriend with his best friend. His best friend, imagine your best friend taking your girl's virginity. Like, that's fucking crazy to me. And then he stayed with her. That's the fucking crazy shit. That nigga's a fucking idiot, by the way. And she told this to my boy. Also, I mean, one day we get back home, we get to our dorm, and you know, there's like a whiteboard outside of every door so that the RA could write on it whatever message she has to write. They drew like pictures of us, and we was like naked with the dicks hanging on the floor. So you know the old stereotype, black guys all got big dicks and all that. And by the way, mine was bigger. His touched the floor. Mine had some hang time. On the fucking, mine was on the floor, but it was just longer. That shit was funny as hell. But my dumb ass, now looking back on it, that's letting them know what they think about when they think of us. Sex. They wanted us to fuck them. Like, this shit is crazy. Shout out to them, by the way. I hope they see this. Yeah, that was senior year, man. Senior year was cool. I only was living there for fall semester though, because again, me and my roommate got into a little thing, so I didn't stay there. I ended up living off campus that spring semester. It was cool. I took like 2 classes in Providence, I think that year, that semester, and you know, and I was working at like Kmart, and you know, it just worked out for me better that way. That fall semester was dope. Met a lot more people. A lot of freshmen. I seem to always be around the freshmen, you know, because those are the people who always had like an extra dorm room, an extra bed in their dorm rooms or whatever. You know, the upperclassmen, we was in the dorms where people were staying with their friends who they knew was going to be there. So none of them really had space and all that. Yeah, that's my senior year. Check out or wait for part 6. Coming soon. Peace.